At one time, if you know me pretty well, I was a raving liberal loon. I have enough cringy material on my Facebook post and my YouTube videos when I was a raving liberal loon to bash myself with. I have my own comedy material to make fun of myself. But anyway, if I was still a raving liberal loon, these five dumb Justin Trudeau quotes that he actually said, I would have probably agreed with. Since I'm right wing libertarian, um, I got wiser. I raised my IQ a couple of points. I'm more open minded to different opinions and different ideas than I was when I was a raving liberal loon. And so, with this being said, here are the five dumbest Justin Trudeau quotes of all time. Number one, the budget will balance itself. Mr. Prime Minister, no, the budget does not balance itself. You have to use economic strategies in order to balance the budget. I'm not a poli science or economics or even accounting major. I may not be the best person to explain how to balance a budget, but at least I know you need a financial plan in order to balance the budget. It just doesn't balance itself. If there's a slight fluctuation in a budget, maybe the fluctuation could fix itself. But that's a fluctuation. There's a difference between balancing a budget and a fluctuation in a balance of that budget, which a fluctuation in the stock market normally fixes itself in general. The second dumbest one. If you kill your enemies, they win. Literally, he actually said that. If we're talking in the metaphysics way, if we're talking in the sense that if you kill an Islamic terrorist, they become a martyr and get 72 virgins, then yes, Justin Trudeau would be right, but we're not talking about it in the metaphysics way. We're talking about it in the means of war. Mr. Trudeau, I'm not sure, if you remember this, but last time I checked, the Japanese didn't win World War II. They lost it. Last time I checked, the Nazis lost World War II. Why? Because we killed them. We executed them. We dropped an A-bomb on Japan. Two of them. Yeah, if you kill your enemies, you win, they lose. Because they're dead, you're alive. It's a game of survival war. When you die, you lose. When you survive, you win. Here's another one. Honor killing should not be called barbaric. Okay, then rape is consensual. Makes no sense. Then incest is normal. Makes no sense. The mental gymnastics that somebody has to have in order to say something that dumb is astonishing. Yeah, honor killings are barbaric. Rape is a crime. Incest is just unusual and disgusting. Like I said, you could take any uncommon and socially unacceptable thing and use the same mental gymnastics Justin Trudeau did and to justify hateful acts. For example, you could say, well, the KKK aren't racist who lynched black people. Same mental gymnastics it requires. Yeah, the KKK are awful people and they killed a lot of innocent black people just because they were black. Seriously, how can a prime minister of supposedly one of the nicest countries in the world be so goddamn dumb? Here's another one. We will grow the economy from the hearts outwards. Now, at face value, that seems pretty compassionate. But here's the problem with that. The liberals don't want community charity. It's the conservatives that do. And the conservatives get bashed for it all the time. And libertarians, as a libertarian, I tend to agree with the conservatives on community charity. If you don't know what community charity is, I'll try to explain it the easiest way possible. Basically, community charity is when you raise money within your community, let's say on a Saturday. You donate whatever you can on a Saturday and every other Saturday after that to raise your local economy. That's how you grow the economy, through charity and through taxes with representation. If you keep taxing people that don't have representation, you're not going to have money to grow the economy. The other stupid thing, poverty is sexist. Really. I'm a poor white guy. I guess my gender means that I'm privileged. Yeah, that makes no sense. Poverty affects everybody. So you're going to say the poor little boys in Canada and in America are privileged assholes who have jobs? No, they're starving just like the little girls are. So do yourself a favor and get that Berlin wall in your head and knock it down so your brain cells can connect to each other. And finally, the other one. I admire China's basic dictatorship. Oh, really? You admire dictatorships. Makes sense, because you're a liberal. You want to tell people how to live their lives. You want to tell people what to say and what not to say. You want to throw people in prison who are confused when they hear about maybe somebody being transgender or being gay or, being a gay conservative or not using a made up gender noun. Yeah, it would make sense why you would admire China's basic dictatorship. Like I said, these are the 5 dumbest things Justin Trudeau has ever said. Oh, and not to call him out on something, but Jesus, Justin, when you met with President Trump, and this is coming from a guy who doesn't even like Trump, when you met with President Trump, why the hell every 5 minutes did you break into French? This wasn't the let's see which leader of a nation can speak different languages. It was a meeting between you and him about the Canada and US relation. That was all what the meeting was. And you had to be that snarky, arrogant guy that says, look at me, I'm so sophisticated because I know French and English. I can't stand Justin Trudeau. Look, the guy's compassionate, don't get me wrong, he is. But sometimes he says the dumbest things, and these are some of the dumbest I've ever read of him ever. Hope you guys enjoy.